I think there's a great opportunity for companies who are thinking about exporting, perhaps into particular markets, to speak to people like yourself. And great to speak to UKTI and the banks and your trade association, but I'm sure there's nothing better than speaking to somebody who's actually been there and done it. Really give you instill the confidence in you that you can do it and understand what the pitfalls and challenges are.
Well, I think the point there about learning from other companies is a really important one just to pick up on, because I think companies, I know when we run seminars, we will always try to have companies there talking about their experiences. You always find that they are mobbed afterwards because people want to talk to a company that's been there and done it, had a recent experience. How to connect people is a bit of a challenge. How do you find someone who's just spent 2 weeks in Nigeria and has got some kind of fresh information about the business world down there? So one of the things we're looking at launching later this year is a peer-to-peer network, an online network, so companies can actually talk to each other and make connections around kind of their challenges, so that there is the opportunity to learn more from businesses.
Because actually a lot of exporting into a particular country isn't about the product that you're selling, it's about the culture of that country and how you manage the relationship at the beginning. So you can go from powder through to machines, but at the end of the day it's about a person-to-person contract, and people can learn not necessarily from in their own sector, they can learn from lots of different sectors and still come out with valuable experience.
I agree 100%. We're lucky, I think, that we've managed to put processes in place, the banks backing us. Our biggest limiting factor in terms of growth has been finding the right partners in the country markets, and we're spending the majority of our time on that, researching the market and trying to find the right partners. We reject 99% of the companies that we engage with because we're not interested in doing short-term business at all. And again, you can't have a 100% guarantee on anything, so a strong relationship is vital.
I think that's one way we've grown well over the years, is strategic relationships, strategic partnerships in different countries, but that partnership usually involves us putting in the product and basically making the financial commitment. I think you can't ignore that. You're still taking a risk. You're still, to use a crude term, you're still putting your money on the red side of the roulette wheel, I'm afraid, and you've got to hope that so you do your research and you check the market. Is the product likely to sell in the market? Will it be distributable there? What's the pricing? Will that work? But then at the end of the day, you take all the insurances you can in the world and you do everything, but you still give this man your product and basically your money.
And a launch into a new country market is hugely expensive, especially in our industry. So if you don't get it right, you could spend 2 years of profit in your first 6 months and not work it back.
Our South African trading partners have a good phrase. They say you pay your school fees, and sometimes you pay quite a few school fees, I'm afraid. But business is about risk and reward, and you have to. And there's a balance you make all the time, and you do your homework.